Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to With the Punches TV. Today we have a young man that we actually interviewed, I'd say probably about a year ago or several months ago, right before his first fight. It was his first fight, and he came in there and he knocked the guy out. Well, 5 fights later, all knockouts. We have the future world champion at super middleweight, Raul Lizarraga, with us. Raul, welcome to the show. Thank you for granting us an opportunity to be on our show. Thank you, Raul.
Thank you. Thank you for the invite. Thank you.
And we also have all the way from Temecula, California, we have the CEO and manager and everything, trainer, everything that he does at the House of Pain in Temecula, California. We have the one and only Dave Trujillo with us.
Pleasure to be here, and I'm so happy to be here with Raul, and I just we're they're across town from us, but we're big fans of Jesse and him. We've I've watched these guys come up when they were kids, coming through the amateurs. They were amazing then, and they continue to be amazing. Raul is where he's supposed to be right now, and so. Now Raul is now going to be managed by Cameron Duncan, and we want to hear about that.
Yeah, Raul, when I found out, Dave told us about a week ago that you were going to get signed or were signed with Cameron Duncan. So I had heard about him. I started doing my homework on him. He's had a couple of good world champions. As a matter of fact, right now he has Enes Boots, who, I think that at 147, him and Virgil Ortiz are the future. And so tell us the journey, man. How did you meet this guy? Tell us, how did it all happen?
Well, he reached out after my last fight in July. He reached out about 2 weeks later to me and Jesse, and he showed a lot of interest, and what he was saying. I was very impressed with what he was saying. Just the way he was speaking to me, it was a blessing. I was very surprised.
Can you share some of the things that he shared with you? Can you share with our audience?
Well, he was just telling me he's been in the sport a long time. So he said the key is for a lasting career is to fight. He said fight the best, but only when you're ready. He said we don't need to rush. We don't need to rush and fight good top fighters too fast, or we don't need to go too slow and all that. He just said he believes in me 100%, and I was very grateful for the opportunity and what he said.
Wow. That's beautiful experience talking to you right there, being in the world in the boxing world for that long, having that much seasoning to speak to you that way. So that's awesome. I'm really happy for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Raul, did he go to some of the fights in Tijuana? Did he go see you, or did he watch film? Do you know?
No, he didn't watch. He didn't watch me. He heard of me, and he's seen the way I fight. He researched me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'll tell you, guys at his level, before they even talk to you, they've done so much research on you. They know everything about you, your family history, your family past, you personally. And you know what? It's an honor to have a man like him. After, like I said, doing my research on him, I mean, the guy knows definitely what he's doing. And if he signed you to a contract, that means that, you know what, he believes in you, just like we all believe in you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. So tell us what you've been up to lately. Are you getting ready for another fight? Are you just kind of in park right now, or let us know what Raul's up to?
As of right now, we're staying ready. We were supposed to fight in a month and a half from now, but I caught COVID, so it had to be pushed back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
how did you recover from that? You, of course, like a champ, probably.
It honestly, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I just the headache, and just the headache, and then breathing. But honestly, I felt good. I just took 4 days. I just took 4 days off, and that was it.
Wow.
Did you have a lack of energy? Did you lose the smell and taste of food?
No, I had the lack of energy, but only the first day. But I still have my taste and smell. And my dad was all like, "I don't think you have it." And then I got tested, and I came out positive. So he was like, "Okay, yeah, so you're not just being a weenie."
Were you vaccinated prior to getting the
No.
COVID?
No,
No?
but I think I'm gonna have to get back. I think I'm gonna have to get vaccinated now just to be safe.
Can I ask you a personal question? Because to me, I see it as number one, generational, and number two, a lot of religious beliefs and political beliefs.
Mhm.
Why did you consider getting vaccinated?
It's just better to be safe than sorry, you know.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no. Why didn't you consider? Why didn't you consider prior to getting COVID? I mean, do you mind if I ask you?
It was just too new to me. I was too stubborn. I felt like they didn't have enough time to really research and all that. So, but now that I'm sick, after I got sick, I'm like, okay, I think I'm just gonna have to deal with it and suck it up, get a vaccine.
Yeah, because you know what, Raul, one of the questions that I have, I mean, Teofimo got it. I mean, the guy's getting ready to fight, I mean, a $10 million fight. And
Yep.
then you got Tyson Fury, who's getting ready to fight a $50 million fight. He catches it. And I don't know if they were vaccinated or not. I mean, we've never had him on our show to ask him. And then Oscar La Hoya is getting ready to fight a $5 to $10 million fight, and he catches it. I don't know if he was vaccinated. So I'm wondering if just like our federal government today, I mean, I know this isn't a political show, but I'm just talking briefly, is going to force a lot of the workers to be vaccinated, or else they're going to get fired, etc. I wonder if that's going to happen in the boxing world. What do you guys think? You think it'll be mandatory?
I don't know. I think that's they're eventually they're gonna make it mandatory, but the thing about the vaccine, it's not going to stop you from getting sick. You're still going to get sick, but it's just going to be harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to watch the fights last Friday? The Valdez fight? No.
Oh, the Valdez fight. Yeah, I watched the Valdez fight. It was a good fight.
What did you think? What did you think about the fight? Give me your opinion.
I don't know. Just watching and all that. I like Edwin Reynoso. I'm an Oscar Valdez fan, but as a boxing fan, I want to say, I think okay, Valdez did win, but as a boxer as myself, I don't think he would. It was really close, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't. What was it? 9-3, right? 9 rounds for Valdez and 3 rounds for the other guy, Conquel. Yeah, it wasn't that. Definitely wasn't that. I had it very close too. Yeah,
way closer than that.
Well, the reason why I mentioned it, and I know this interview is about you, but Canelo was there, and Canelo was taking pictures with everybody. And I'm watching Canelo, and I'm thinking, man, I hope you're vaccinated. And I hope that may God protect you, because there was what, 6,000 people there. And I don't know if you watched it, Dave, but literally Canelo is sitting right next to Bob Arum. There's girls, guys, kids coming up, hugging him. And the guy, I guess, is a very generous individual. He's hugging, touching hands, taking pictures. And I'm thinking, dude, you're getting ready to fight in what is it, 2 months? November 9th? Exactly. And I'm thinking, my God, ain't nobody telling you to put a mask on? I mean, because you never know. You're vaccinated. I don't know if he is or not, but it's a very dangerous situation that he puts himself in,
Yeah, he tried to I think he was more focused on showing support for Oscar Valdez, which I understand, but at the same time, I think he forgot, oh, I got to be careful,
Yeah, I think so too. Talking about Canelo, hey Dave, please jump in because I could talk all night. So please jump in.
I'm enjoying it.
Talking about Canelo, Raul, one of the things that I'm a huge fan of Canelo, by the way, I guess the most of us Chicanos are, and or boxing fans in general. He's very disciplined. I mean, even Oscar Valdez, they asked him, "What are you going to do?" He goes, "I'm going to take a week off, and then I'm back in the gym again." And it seems, Raul, that all these young men, they all have that in common, world champions, that it's their world, you know what I mean? And they're disciplined. They know that if they don't go to the gym, Number one, they're going to have a hard time cutting weight. Number two, they're probably going to lose because it's what you do at the gym that helps you win those fights. What's your opinion on that?
I agree 100%. The more disciplined you are, and the harder you train, you have that upper edge over your opponent. So
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. It's nothing but hard work and just staying disciplined the whole way.
Has that been hard for you, or
No.
when did you change? When did all of a sudden you said, you know what, I got to give this 110% because I'm going to be a world champion, and if I'm going to be a world champion, I'm going to beat all the Russians, I'm going to beat all the Africans, I'm going to beat all the Mexicans, I'm going to beat all the Chinese that get in the ring with me, and they're disciplined, so I need to be more disciplined. When did that light come on? Did it come on before you became a boxer, or did it come on? Which fight changed you and made you think like that?
What clicked in my head is after I graduated, because after I graduated, it's what your parents tell you over and over again. It's life hits you fast, and that's when I had to realize like I can't put boxing second anymore. So I'm not in school anymore. Well, this is my life. This is what my dad told me. He goes, "You're lucky that all you have to do for work is stay in shape and just eat clean." He goes, "Because there's a lot of people who wish they're in your position." And that like gave me like the green light popped up. Like, okay, I got to take this 100% more seriously.
Yeah. You know, when you see guys like Julio Cesar Chavez, and you hear, he's 80, what was it, like 89-0, and then he starts using cocaine, and then when you see that was their downfall, and he went up, I guess he fought like 102 fights, something like that, over 100 fights, but that was their downfall. Whatever you do, Raul, and I'm telling you, man, that stay disciplined while you're in that ring, because you're going to be a world champion. I'm telling you, if you stay disciplined and you keep training and you make it a priority, there is no doubt in my mind that you're going to be a world champion at the super middleweight division. No doubt in my mind.
I knew this when I seen these guys as amateurs, and I seen how Jesse had them over at the amateur events, how they conducted themselves, just the pure way that they conducted themselves. Man, they've been trained very well. Their parents are amazing parents, and they are who we need today as Hispanics to lead the way as our champions. And Raul has what it takes, and his brother's going to be up and coming too. And I know these boys here are going to take it all the way to the top and represent the Latinos in a very, very high-class way. That's just the way they are, and they've impressed me long before he ever even became a pro. So, this gentleman right here is I'm a fan of, and I have been a fan of, and I'm going to continue to be a fan of.
Thank you.
So, Raul, the question that I have: when you're fighting at Madison Square Garden, and they're announcing you, and you're on Showtime, and it's one of those great fights that's going to be coming up in the future. Are you going to say, are you from San Diego, or are you going to say you're from Menifee?
Well, if they put the thing where it says resides, I'm gonna say Murrieta,
Murrieta, yeah.
If they say where I'm from, obviously I have to say San Diego. I was born and raised in San Diego, but Jesse and being here is what made me to the fighter I am now.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm just throwing that in. Being from San Diego, I'm over here in Florida. As soon as I see anybody from San Diego, it's like seeing a lost buddy. Hey, what's up? You get happy when you see people from San Diego, or from Mexico, Mexicanos. Like every Mexican I see, I'm like, hey, amigo. They're like, who is this big guy? But you get happy when you see people from our hometowns, Yeah, it's awesome.
Let me ask you this, Raul. I follow you on Instagram, and Jesse posts you up too. And, boy, you sure have been getting a lot of action with a lot of pros and even a lot of MMA guys in there. Who are these guys? Tell us, about your sparring with these guys.
Well, the boxers I've been sparring, Alexis Espino and Alexis Espino, he fights, I think it's this Saturday in Cancun, Mexico. He signed with Matchroom. Yeah, he signed with Matchroom. Eddie Hearn. Yeah, so he fights on the zone. He's a tough dude.
He's a tough kid.
Yeah. We're gonna, and then I sparred Lawrence King. He was one of the guys at Canelo's camp, and we're also gonna be helping Jose Escaligu. He's the guy that fights David Benavidez in November. Yeah, and then the MMA guys. He's Sean Strickland. He's that guy in the UFC. He just beat Uriah Hall in July 31st. Yeah.
So you're in there with these guys that are already on the top shelf, man, and you're already sparring with them. And how's it going in there? You're hanging pretty good with them. I know you're hanging pretty good with them. I know you already. You know, I wish I had enough time in the world so I could just go down and watch you guys spar. But you know, I have my deals over here on this other side, plus a couple of other ventures that I deal with. So, but you know, nevertheless, I'm watching you. I'm watching everything that you guys put up. You know, and man, I'll tell you what, you're going through some you know, tough sparring opponents there that is really going to up your game, because you only get better by fighting the harder opponents and that are better than us. So I really admire that, man, and I'm glad. And I know Jesse isn't taking it easy on you. I know exactly how he is. He's making sure that you're 110% prepared when you walk in there, because Jesse doesn't want you to go in there and feel anything less than. So you know, I mean, this combination right here is just a beautiful combination and has been going on already for a long time.
Yeah. It's the thing about me and Jesse, we're like the dream team. Mm-hmm. You know, when I walked in, Jesse was like, okay, he's overweight, and he had me sparring my first day. He's had me sparring my first day for like 6 months straight. Every day I was sparring, and I was getting whooped on, but I still came in. I still wanted to spar, and when he saw my heart, that's when he started. Okay, he started believing in me more. Mm-hmm. And then like my first 4 months at the gym, he was like, "Hey, you want to turn amateur?" I'm like, "Absolutely." But the thing about me, I was still chunky, so I couldn't really get opponents my age or you know, I was still 15, 16, and usually the guys my weight were like 25 or 26 or older, you know. But now that I'm in shape and I've been with Jesse for 4 years, it's like we're still developing new skills, but it's like we're right there. We're right there with the best, you know.
Hey, Raul, do you plan to stay? Are you having a problem making weight at super middleweight, or do you plan to go up, or do you plan to go down? What are your plans?
I'm probably gonna do like 1 or 2 more fights at super middle, then I'm gonna move down to middleweight.
That'd be awesome. You know what? That's a place to be.
This is something I'm realizing. I thought, okay, I'm a tall dude, I'm big. When I go spar these actual super middleweights, and I'm walking around like 171, 170, 172 max. These guys are like they look big compared to me. I'm like, oh my damn. They look big compared to me.
How tall are you, Raul?
I'm 6 foot.
Could you imagine Canelo? What is he, 5'8"?
Yeah, he's like 5'8", 5'9". But the thing about Canelo, he's stocky. He's stocky. He got some muscle on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
tall is David Benavidez? He's about your size, right?
Yeah, David Benavidez, he's like 6'2", 6'1", I think. Yeah.
6 feet, 6'1", 6'2". Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I like you better at 160. Because you know what? I think the Charlos, you'll give him you'll take his belt, no doubt. I can see you fighting Triple G, no doubt. Jaime Munguia, no doubt. Just a couple of more fights, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I see you at that level. Oh, you're gonna tear it up. You're gonna tear it up, no doubt at all in my mind. So 160, I think that's a good weight for you.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. Hey, well, talking about Canelo, tell us, what's your prediction on the Canelo Caleb Plant fight, November 9th?
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of both. I like Caleb Plant because just his story coming up and how he overcame it and how he became world champion. And then same thing with Canelo too. But I think Canelo just has that style that just beats everybody. He beat Triple G. I mean, it was a close fight, but he beat him. Like, it was obvious
on the second fight.
Yeah, the second fight.
Yes, yeah.
And then he was just wrecking through everybody. And so I give him props for that. But I think he's going to go the distance. But I think Caleb Plant's going to be on the back pedal because he's going to feel Canelo's power.
Yeah. Well, now he has Andre Ward. You heard about that, right, Dave? He has Andre Ward helping him in Hunter. They're also helping him train right now. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you this: the second Canelo hits that liver, that's when it changes, and it usually happens in the first and second round.
Yeah.
If they last 4 or 5 rounds after that, they were never the same when they first walked in, because they were always trying to recover, and he keeps hitting them right there in that liver, and he keeps hitting them in the liver, and he just zeroes in with that left hook or even an uppercut to the liver, and so he's a master at that shot. So we could call him the new surgeon in that area, because he touches you, and then your legs go, and you're struggling. You're not only fighting him, you're also fighting to stay up, because those legs are gone usually in the first couple of rounds. Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? Today they announced finally the fight, Porter versus Crawford. What's your opinion on that one? That's going to be November 20th.
It's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a tough fight for Terrence Crawford, because Sean Porter, he's a dog. He doesn't start coming forward. But the thing about Terrence Crawford, he's a slow starter, but he still looks good. So once he tops off and he peaks, I don't know. I think Terrence Crawford right now, he's the best at 147. I think he beats Porter.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to that fight, especially you, Dave. I mean, you love Terrence Crawford. I love Terrence Crawford, too. He's a great fighter, but he's right. Sean Porter, he's a little middle linebacker. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. He doesn't stop.
Well, he's a workhorse. He's a workhorse. He's the way he wins is he out hustles you, and he outwins. He beats you with his athleticism, but with his athleticism, because that guy could probably go about 25 rounds, and not get tired. So that's what it is. He overwhelms you. He's all over you like a buzzsaw. But I'll tell you what, like I've always said, I don't think we've ever seen Crawford's full ability yet. I don't believe we have. So I believe that, this is going to be a good test for Crawford, because like we all said, he's going to be all over him. And it's going to be like that for every single round until Crawford finally adjusts, turns around and turns southpaw and starts to try to knock him out. That's usually the key with Crawford. The second he switches his stance, that's when you know he's serious, and that's when you know he's going to slow you down and probably knock you out. So I'm going to say this: we could probably see a knockout about the 8th round. If it goes past that, it's going the distance.
Yep.
It's going to be a great fight. Raul, we have 2 more questions. I have one, and Dave has another one. So we've been talking for a while now. It's gone by, at least I've been talking for a while. Dispensa. The question that I have, your next fight, is it going to be at 160 or is it going to be at super middleweight?
My next fight is going to be at 160. I'm walking around at 168, 170 right now, so I'll make it easy. Training camps are very disciplined, so I'll make it 160.
Wow. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that fight. It's going to be a great fight. Whoever you fight, 160. I mean, they got some good fighters there. Yeah. And I know Cameron's going to put you up with the right guy, and I hope it's televised because I want to watch it. If not, I'm going to try my best to fly down to go see you fight, man. Because I want to see you fight at 160 because you're going to be a world champion. Dave, your last question.
Have you had any thoughts, or is there any talks about who your opponent's going to be on the next fight?
Not yet. As of right now, not yet.
Okay.
I'm doing my job being in the gym.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yeah, but Cameron's doing behind the scenes work, trying to set me up with the right correct opponent.
Sure. Yeah. Well, you know what? You just said it right there. You said a whole mouthful. You're letting everybody do their job while you do your job, and that's all you need to worry about. You worry about you, and you worry about that nutrition and that condition, and you're always going to be Raul Lizarraga. And I hope we get an invitation to your next fight. Hopefully it's local, because if it is, I'm there all day long. But I want to congratulate you. I want to tell you that we're proud of you, and we're excited for you as fans. And keep on knocking them out, baby. Keep on knocking them out.
Thank you. I've always appreciated your guys' support. It's always me. You, Dave. You've been there when I was still a chunky dude. So you got lots of love for me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But we seen the talent. I seen the talent in you the first time I ever saw you. So,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, when I saw you fight, I knew, you know, if you stood with it, I knew you're going to, you know, make the ranks and become a world champion someday. And now you are. You're making your dream come true. And, you know, props to your mom and dad for supporting you the way they have, because, you know, I mean, to be able to give you that opportunity in life to do what you love to do. And, you know, you got the best combination, like you said, they're the dream team with Jesse, you know, and the whole team back there, man, they're amazing. They're an amazing team. They really take care of their fighters, and I really appreciate the way you guys all handle business over there.
And you know what, Raul? We're going to have Cameron Duncan. Now that we have his email, hopefully Jesse will give us his phone number. We're going to bug him, and we're going to have him on our show because we want to talk about you. We want him to tell us what he saw. If he saw the same thing that Dave and our team saw, and we want him to describe it to us. Hey, man, thank you very much, brother, for being on our show, and it was an honor to have you again. And when you become a world champion, you'll be back on our show again. Hopefully, you won't forget us little people. All right? Thank you, and God bless you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys got love for me, so thank you.
We do, brother. We do. A lot of love. A lot of support, brother. All right, my man.
All right.